Hello everyone. Welcome to the solution video for the CUET UG PG Forensic Science Entrance Test held on July 2, 2023. This video is brought to you by Dr. Anjani Kumar. Let's begin with the first question. Sound waves passing through the air, changing volume and pressure, follow which process? The answer is adiabatic. Sound waves are longitudinal, and the rapid compressions and rarefactions prevent significant heat exchange. Question 2 asks about the speed of infrasonic, ultrasonic, and audible waves in an air medium. The correct relationship is that the speeds are equal. The speed of sound waves depends on the medium's properties, not the frequency of the wave. Moving to question 3, the formula for the second law of electrostatics. The correct formula representing Coulomb's law is F equals K times Q1 times Q2 divided by D squared. Question 4 is a numerical problem about two copper conductors of equal length. If the smaller cross-sectional area conductor has a resistance of 40 ohms, what is the resistance of the other? The correct option is 10 ohms. The explanation shows the resistance calculation. Since the resistance R is inversely proportional to the cross-sectional area A, if the second conductor has 4 times the area, its resistance is 1/4 of the first conductor's resistance, resulting in 10 ohms. Question 5 asks for the number of electrons passing through a wire per minute if the current is 500 milliamperes. The answer is 1.875 times 10 to the power of 20. To solve this, first, calculate the total charge Q using I times T, then divide by the charge of a single electron E. This gives the number of electrons N. Question 6 deals with induced EMF. The induced EMF is maximum when the conductor cuts the magnetic field at which angle? The answer is 90 degrees, as the formula for motional EMF is BL versus sine theta, and sine theta is maximum at 90 degrees. Question 7. A transformer has 4,000 turns on its primary coil and 150 turns on its secondary coil. If the input voltage is 10,000 volts, what is the output voltage? The answer is 375 V. The voltage ratio in a transformer is proportional to the turns ratio. By using the formula versus over Vp equals Ns over Np, we can calculate the secondary voltage versus as 375 volts. In question 8, we calculate the mutual inductance of a circular coil placed at the center of a long solenoid. The coil has an area of 4 centimeters squared and 10 turns. The solenoid has 15 turns per centimeter. The correct answer is 7.54 microhenry. The mutual inductance M is given by the formula mu0 times N times N2 times A2. Plugging in the given values for permeability, turns, and area, the result is 7.54 microhenry. Question 9. In a series resonant RLC circuit, the voltage across the 100 ohm resistor is 40 V. If the resonant frequency is 250 radians per second and the capacitance is 4 microfarads, what is the voltage across L? The answer is 400 V. At resonance in an RLC circuit, inductive reactance equals capacitive reactance. First, calculate the current I and capacitive reactance XC. Since XL equals XC, the voltage across the inductor VL is I times XL, which is 400 volts. Question 10 asks about flux and its density. Flux is a field, and its density is a field. The answer is scalar, vector. The explanation confirms that magnetic or electric flux is a scalar quantity, representing the total field passing through an area. However, flux density, such as the magnetic field B, is a vector quantity, as it has both magnitude and direction. Question 11. Find the magnification of the convex lens if an object is placed at 30 centimeters from a convex lens having a focal length of 15 centimeters. The answer is -1. Using the lens formula, we find the image distance V to be 30 centimeters. Then, the magnification M is V over U, which is 30 divided by -30, giving a magnification of -1. Question 12. Which is the correct relationship between temperature T and mobility $mu$ of electrons in electronic circuits? The answer is $mu$ is proportional to T to the power of -3/2. The correct relationship is that electron mobility in semiconductors is approximately proportional to T to the power of -3/2. This is due to lattice scattering, which dominates at higher temperatures, causing mobility to decrease with increasing temperature. Question 13. The energy of an electron in the nth orbit of a hydrogen atom is given by a formula. What is the value of the constant A? The correct answer is minus 13.6 electron volts. The energy of an electron in the nth orbit of a hydrogen atom is $E_n$ equals $A$ over $n$ squared. The constant $A$ is the ground state energy, $E_1, which is calculated to be minus 13.6 electron volts. Question 14. What is the minimum wavelength limit for the continuous X-ray spectrum for a 30 kilovolt X-ray tube? The minimum wavelength is $4.13 times 10 curet minus $11 meters, or 0.0413 nanometers. The minimum wavelength is inversely proportional to the accelerating voltage. Using the formula $lambda_m equals 1240 over $V in electron volts, we get a minimum wavelength of 0.0413 nanometers. Question 15. If the half-life of a radioactive element is 10 hours, how much time is required to reduce the activity to 1/4 of its initial value? The answer is 20 hours. Activity is reduced by half after each half-life. To reduce the activity to 1/4 of the initial value, 2 half-lives are required. Therefore, the time is 2 times 10 hours, which is 20 hours. Question 16. The decay constant $lambda of a radioactive sample is $0.0577 per day. Calculate the half-life of the sample. The answer is 12 days. The half-life $T_1/2 is related to the decay constant $lambda by the formula $T_1/2 equals $0.693 over $lambda. Substituting the value of $lambda, we find the half-life to be 12 days. Question 17. Which gate is also called the universal gate? The answer is the NAND gate, which can be used to construct all other logic gates. Question 18. What is the output voltage of a full-wave rectifier if the input RMS voltage is 20 volts? The output peak voltage is 28.28 V. The peak voltage is $SQRT $2 times the RMS voltage. With an input of 20 volts RMS, the peak voltage is $20 times $1.414, which equals $28.28 volts. Question 19. The velocity of light in a medium is $2 times 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. The refractive index of the medium is 1.5. This is determined by dividing the speed of light in vacuum by the speed of light in the medium. Question 20. The minimum height of a plane mirror required for a person of height h to see their full image is h/2. This applies irrespective of the distance between the person and the mirror. Question 21. Which is the most suitable element to be used as a target for producing X-rays? The answer is molybdenum, which has a high melting point and high atomic number, making it ideal for producing continuous and characteristic X-rays. Question 22 asks for the difference between the first excitation potential and the ionization potential of a hydrogen atom. The difference is 3.4 electron volts. This is the energy required to excite an electron from the second to the infinite orbit. Question 23. The unit of electric field intensity is newtons per coulomb or volts per meter. It is defined as the force experienced per unit positive charge. Question 24. What is the equivalent capacitance in a series circuit of 3 capacitors with capacitances C1, C2, and C3? The formula is the reciprocal of the sum of the reciprocals. 1 over C equals 1 over C1 plus 1 over C2 plus 1 over C3. Question 25. A proton and an alpha particle enter a uniform magnetic field perpendicular to the direction of motion with the same velocity. The ratio of the radii of their paths is 1:2. This is based on the calculation of the radii. The ratio of the radii is calculated using the formula R equals m times v over q times b. The ratio of mass and charge for the proton and alpha particle gives a ratio of 1:2. Question 26. What is the equivalent resistance in a parallel circuit of 3 resistors with resistances R1, R2, and R3? The formula is 1 over R equals 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. Question 27. What is the equivalent resistance of a network with a 10 ohm resistor and a parallel combination of 2 10 ohm resistors? The total resistance is 15 ohms. First, calculate the equivalent resistance of the parallel combination, which is 5 ohms. Then, add the series resistance of 10 ohms. resulting in a total equivalent resistance of 15 ohms. Question 28. A conductor of length 0.5 meters moves at 10 meters per second perpendicular to a magnetic field of 0.5 Tesla. The induced EMF is 2.5 V. This is calculated using the motional EMF formula. The motional EMF is given by BLV, where B is the magnetic field, L is the length, and V is the velocity. Plugging in the values yields an induced EMF of 2.5 V.